You know, I really thought talking to a camera and telling you what this is all about would be a lot easier, but once you sit down and try talking, it's not. Cue the intro. I first wanted to start off by asking my wife and kids a couple questions about their thoughts on the outdoors without it being scripted, without it having rehearsed an answer. So here's some of the things they had to say about their thoughts about the outdoors.
Hunting is a way to get fresh food that you know is healthy for your family and has not been raised in cruel conditions, just in the outdoors. And the outdoors are important because it's our world that we're living in, that someday my dad is going to give to me and my sisters, and we're going to give to our kids someday too.
I think hunting is important because, well, you're helping animals. Because if one animal eats too much of a lot of food, the other animals don't have any food to eat, and all the rest of the deer will die instead of just one. So we shoot deer so that we could save animal lives. I kind of like hunting because I spend time with my dad, and when I spend time with my dad it makes me happy. I think going outside is good because there's more oxygen, and because there's no deer inside.
You're funny.
Hunting has been a lifestyle for our family. We cherish the animals and the nature around us so that we can provide for our family. We use what we hunt for nutrition and for resources. We don't waste anything, and we don't hunt out of violence or hatred. It's really a ethical kill that is done correctly, and that's what we teach our kids. You know, when they're out in the field, they're looking for a good shot, something that is humane, and we use everything that we kill. It's not just for fun.
I think planting food plots is fun because, well, I think it's fun that you get to plant stuff and you get to hold bags. So, it's not just that. And you get to see, and then you get to work harder, and then your heart gets stronger. I think more kids should get outdoors because if you're really lazy, your life gets more boring. It's like your level goes down instead of up. And I also think being outdoors is fun because you get to wait till all the excitement happens, and as soon as all that excitement happens and you're done the next day, all you want to do is do all that excitement over and over again because it feels so good to have such a good enjoyment.
I like sitting outdoors in the woods, and I like how peaceful it is, but I've never actually killed an animal before, so I don't know how I'd feel about that. You don't know until you do it. But I don't like the getting up early part on my free days. I get up early for school, it's enough.
Some of my best memories growing up were being outside with my family. I remember going hiking with my brothers and my mom and my dad and playing capture in the woods. I think that being outside with the kids is a place where the family can be together and have fun and be a part of nature and just experience everything without any distractions from home. Not only is it obviously good exercise and being outdoors and appreciating God's nature, but it allows all of us to interact in a way that is important for families to remain strongly knit together.
So what is inherited outdoors? Well, I really have no idea yet. I got all these thoughts and ideas in my brain, and for me the challenge is seeing if I can take these things out of my head and actually portray that through the video and some of the photography that we're doing. I do have an idea of the way I want this to look, but whether I can make that happen or not, I guess remains to be seen. I think our bigger mission of Inherited Outdoors really is inspiring a younger generation. Whether people realize it or not, and they're not as educated about it, hunters are a big part of the environment. Hunters are a big part of conservation. The reason people enjoy state parks and hiking and biking and kayaking and fishing on public access, a lot of that goes back to hunter dollars. Buying gear, excise taxes, there's a lot of money that goes back into the environment, into the economy from hunters, and a lot of people just don't understand that. They see somebody going out and just wanting to kill an animal, and it's not the fact that I want to kill an animal, but I understand the benefits from doing that. Taking an animal out of the forest, I want to make sure my kids learn how to use all of that animal, every bit of it. If we take something, we're going to use it. If we decide to kill a squirrel, we're going to eat it. My kids understand that that's what happens. We don't kill because it's fun, we don't kill because we'd like to, but it's a part of being self-sustaining a little bit and learning to live off of your resources in your environment. Considering what I wanted this to be, I thought about the other shows that are out there and the other things that are online and YouTube, and I really got sick of the product pushing for some of the hunting shows that are out there. But the more I thought about this, I want to kind of show tricks and tips on how to keep your kids comfortable and happy and engaged in the outdoors. And you know, I kept going back to the fact that having good gear, having good products to support you out in the field is a huge part of that. There are companies that I do associate with and believe in their products, and they have made a difference for us in the field. So I don't want to be that product pusher, but I just kind of want to show you the products that we do use and why we use them. It's one thing to put your kid out in a deer stand for 4 to 6 hours, but if they're not excited, if they're not happy by that, if it doesn't bring them excitement, they're going to lose interest. And there's certain things that you can bring out in the field with you to make that experience more pleasurable for them. So my last thoughts are, I don't want this to solely be about myself and my family. This is about inspiring a younger generation. As I already talked a little bit about, we're declining in hunter numbers, and getting kids out in the outdoors is really important for everybody. And I want to hear your stories. I want to blow up our hashtag Inherited Outdoors. Use it. If I see things on there, I'd love to feature some of them on our Instagram pages and our other social media pages, because when your kid feels like a rock star, when they feel like a superstar, and I'm not saying we're there yet, but when they see their face on these different things, even YouTube, they do feel kind of cooler and they want to get out there and do more of that. And that's kind of maybe a little bit of the smaller mission behind this, is to make kids feel special being in the outdoors. So if you got a story to tell, reach out to us, send us a private message. We'll be happy to feature on some of our pages. If you're out there shooting video, tell a story. Shoot the beginning, the middle, and the end, and make sure it all comes together. I'd be happy to look at some of that stuff and edit it. I'm not a professional, and I'm learning this photography and videography stuff as I go. So we'll see what we can put together and again, maybe inspire a younger generation. So if you like what we're doing, please like and share our pages, Instagram and Facebook. We're also got longer videos on YouTube. We want to build a bigger audience that's going to inspire that younger generation. So hopefully you join us for the ride and you like what we're doing. If there's anything we can do better or different, don't hesitate to let us know.
I think it's important to carry on the tradition of hunting and conservation, because if we don't, then it will stop.
I think we should carry on hunting, because if we don't, it will stop.
If you're going on a hike and you see something you've never seen, you could just look at it for a long time. You could just stare at it.
Hunting is important for conservation because it helps keep the deer population in check, which if unchecked, it would just grow and it would take all the resources from all the other animals, which would then lead to wastelands and just the downfall of the outdoors. So dramatic.
Little things that have happened in the woods. Why is that happening?
I would say to someone that says hunting is bad, that it is not bad at all.